Welcome back to WBTV News this morning on Bounce TV. Got Sirius XM radio host Mark Packer here in the house.
Can I say something?
What? What are you going to say? Because I don't know what's going to come out of your mouth.
The second I walked in the studio today, and I said this to you guys, there is something going on in this building. Somebody's put some cream in somebody's coffee. You could feel it immediately.
What
you
did
got
it feel
your feet
like
up.
when you walked in
You're
here?
taking cheap shots at Chris's jacket. I mean, Conklin, I can't never deal with Conklin.
It's Friday, man.
And since we celebrated Carter's 60th birthday last week, has there been any sign of him? I mean,
nowhere to be
Conklin's giving weather reports that Carter out there found a quarter in Lake Hatteras with his metal detector. I mean, this building, let me tell you something. You can tell it's hot, and it's June, and it's Friday.
The weekend, baby.
Man alive.
Yeah, heck yeah.
No need for alcohol in this building.
It's a natural high.
You guys got a head start before I even got in here.
Don't even go there. Okay, what are we going to, David? Are we going to...
Who? No, does it matter anymore the way you guys are operating?
Okay.
I mean, goodness
well, I've been
gracious.
told one thing about you're going, okay, we'll talk about the NBA first, because this has been your favorite finals ever. I know it's been awful. You called it the National Blowout Association.
That's what I call it. It's the National Blowout. We've had 82 playoff games. 19 of them have been determined by 25 or more points. I stood right here a week ago and told you these games are not compelling. And since then, we've had a 15-point blowout, we've had a 33-point blowout, and a 30-point blowout.
Do you think these guys care that they're beating each
care
other by 30 points? Well, that's the thing. I mean, they're there to win. So who cares if, you know...
I care as a viewer. I want to be entertained.
But is their job to necessarily entertain you like
our
that?
Our job is to entertain the listeners.
Their job is to win.
I mean, I know you love the NBA, but let's be honest. LeBron's a great player. Curry's a great player. But these games stink.
They have been. You would hope for a closer game, yes. But
That's
at the
all
end of the day, if you're a Warriors fan, you're like, I don't care if they're blowing out the other team by 30. My team is winning.
You ask a Warriors fan how much they enjoyed watching getting beat by 30.
Yeah, well, that could not have been fun.
How are the ratings, by the way? Explain that to me. Since I'm now speaking for the masses, tell me how the masses are viewing this.
Well, you might have a point because for each game, the ratings have gotten lower and lower and lower. So, you know,
I just want a good game. That's asking too much. We've had 82 playoff games with the best players in the world, the best teams in the world. The games stink. Period.
Do you think that will hurt the NBA at the end of the day?
How the
at
ratings?
the end of this year?
How the ratings?
Well, all right. I guess
I'm glad you're watching. You know what I'm going to be watching tonight? That WBTV segment of Hawaii Five-0. That's what I'm going to be watching tonight. I'm going to be watching. I'm going to go to YouTube to see if John Carter found $1 in the sand
with his
at
metal
Wrightsville
detector.
Beach.
Stanley Cup. The Pittsburgh Penguins were hoping to close it out last night.
Speaking of bad ratings, yes, that is correct. They're going back to San Jose. At least the Stanley Cup Finals have been entertaining. These are great games. They're exciting. I don't know if anybody's watching. Apparently not, based on the ratings, because we're more used to watching the NBA.
Yeah.
But these games have been compelling. They're intense. They've been great.
Well,
now we get back to San Jose.
The goalie for the Sharks had like 44 saves.
I didn't know you were so into it.
Well, I was just reading up on it. Kristen Miranda was actually catching.
You know why you're into it? Because the NBA is so bad, you're actually flipping over to watch the hockey.
Well, you know, I just want college football. I'm ready for college football.
I'm with you. Now we finally get on the same page.
Yeah.
Now we have the same amount of cream in our coffee.
I'm ready to watch some SEC football in particular, but so I agree with you. You just have to flip the channels and see what happens. Hey, I am sure Muhammad Ali has been a topic on your show all week this week.
The greatest. I mean, what's going to take place today in Louisville is going to be incredible. I mean, this is one of those signature moments that not only was he incredible in the ring, but more importantly, what he did for society.
Yeah.
He was one of those guys that was so far ahead of his time, not only with his greatness in the ring, but he understood the big picture. And we lost. I mean, when we use the term great a lot in sports. This guy was the greatest.
Absolutely. Live pictures here from Louisville as that funeral procession is beginning here in minutes. We'll be back after this.